present here. It is our great pleasure to welcome you to the International Conference on Sustainable Agriculture and Inclusive Economic Growth in India, organized by the PG and Research Department of Economics, Kamaraj College. On behalf of our Kamaraj College, we are honored to welcome our esteemed Chief Patron, Thiru P.S. P.K.J. Somu, respected Patron Dr. K. Banamadi, our beloved principal, distinguished resource persons, paper presenters, faculty members, research scholars, students and honor guests joining us in hybrid mode from across India and abroad. I request everyone to rise for Tamil Thai Valthu. Of the Almighty and mark the auspicious beginning of this conference. We shall now proceed with the traditional lighting of the lamp. May we request our Secretary Thiru P.S. P.K. Somu, Principal Dr. K. Banamadi and Chief Patron Dr. M. Senadipati, Chief Patron Dr. A. Vijayakant and our Head of the Department Dr. Jacqueline Brinda. Kindly come forward for lighting the lamp. We are truly privileged to have such a visionary leadership guiding the event. May we now request our Secretary Thiru P.S. P.K.J. Somu to felicit our Chief Patron Dr. M. Senadipati on this dais with mementos also. May we now request our principal, Dr. K. Bhanumadi, our chief patron, Dr. A. Vijaygan, to with their shawl and memento. May we now request our head of the department, Dr. Jacqueline Brinda, to deliver to with a shawl with Dr. Anita. Thank you, ma'am. May we now request Dr. Velkumar to proceed with shawl, Dr. S. Tangamayan. Thank you for all. A gathering to this stature deserves a warm and thoughtful welcome. I now invite the convener of this conference, Dr. T. Jacqueline Brinda, PG and Research Department of Economics, to deliver the welcome address and formally greet the August gathering.
A very good morning to everyone present here. It gives me an immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome and respectable to all of you to the International Conference Sustainable Agriculture and Inclusive Economic Growth in India, organized by the PG and Research Department of Economics, Kamaraj College, Autonomous, Thuthukudi. I respectively welcome our esteemed principal, Dr. K. Bhanumadi, our respected secretary, PSPKJ Somu, and the organizing secretary, Dr. Tangamayan, along with the honorable members of the management. I also extend my warm greetings to all the distinguished faculty members, academicians, researchers, delegates from India and abroad, research scholars, students, and honored guests who have graced the occasion with their presence. At this juncture, it is my great honor to extend a special and warm welcome to our honorable chief guest, Dr. M. Senadipati, whose presence today greatly enriches this conference. Senadipati sir, from Associate Professor, Department of Rural Development and Agricultural Extension, College of Agriculture, Olaita Sodo University, Ethiopia, East Africa. This professor with us, and we look forward to gaining valuable insights from his experience and expertise. I would also warmly welcome Dr. Vijaygan, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of Economics, Ambedkar Government Arts and Science College, Chennai, and Dr. Biswar, Associate Professor, MBA Department, HLM Group of Institution, Hasiabad, Uttar Pradesh. She has consented to grace our conference in virtual mode. And Dr. Tangamayan, Head and Associate Professor, Saveda College, Law College, Chennai. And Dr. S. Anita, Associate Professor, Sociology, Department of Sociology, Manonmaniyam Sundarnath University, Tirunelveli. Once again, it is a privilege to extend a cordial welcome to each one of you on this auspicious occasion. We hope this conference serves as a meaningful platform for intellectual exchange, collaboration, and sharing innovative ideas. Thank you and wish you all the successful and enriching conference.
Thank you, Madam, for your gracious words of welcome and for setting the tone for his conference. Now to inspire us with her words of wisdom, may I request our respected patron, Dr. K. Bhanumati, to deliver the patron address.
Honorable Secretary of our college, dignitaries on and off the dais, faculties, research scholars, presenters from various institutions, the organizing secretaries and the convener, department faculties, my dear students. Good morning all. I am very much privileged and honored to join in this international conference on sustainable agriculture and inclusive economic growth in India. It is a wonderful, innovative, currently needed topic. I appreciate the department and the organizer in organizing such a wonderful conference. And also, we know agriculture is the backbone and the food security, the development of our India, of our country, not only of our country, it is globally, it is needed. And they have had at one point inclusive economic growth. This combination of the sustainable agriculture and the inclusive economic growth, it gives a highly valuable and aligned with the United Nations SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals. It covers nearly 3 aspects: zero hunger, economic development, and the climate action. So, we are in a need, the global is looking forward for the sustainable development in all the fields. So, as we are here, we are utilized more and more resources from our country globally. So we have to retain and keep for the future generation too. For that aspect, this topic is very, very important today. So the resource persons, those who have come from Ethiopia, and sir as the editor for the scopus in this journal, just now we were by the way, we were talking about that. We are very much happy, the Kamaraj College is very much happy to have you, such a eminent professors here today. Welcome you, sir. So definitely, this seminar give you a very big impact and insights on the sustainable development. So, this is the platform to create for the future generation aspect of goals. Once again, I wish all the presenters and the conference a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, for the insightful and motivating address. It is insightful deliberations. We are honored to have distinguished keynote speakers who will share their perspective on sustainable agriculture, climate resilience, technological innovations, and inclusive growth in India. May I now invite our keynote speaker, Dr. M. Senadipati, for the inaugural session to deliver the keynote address.
Hello. Good morning to everyone. Excellencies, dignitaries, the Secretary, Kamaraj College, through ESPKG, Somasundaram, Patron, and Dr. Anumadi, Principal of this college, then Department Head, Jacqueline Brinda, Organizing Secretary, Dr. Thangamayan, and chief guest, Dr. from Ambedkar College, Rajagopal, and my friend Dr. S. Thangamayan from School of Law, Savida School of Law, Savida University, Chennai. The faculty members in the economics department and other departments, and the students, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, all you are welcome. It is privileged to be here, the occasion of conference, the PG and Research Department of Economics, Kamaraj College, THOOTHUKUDI. Today I am very happy. So, international conference for every department they used to conduct, enlighten the knowledge, as well as to promote the quality of the education and quality of the academic institutions, while NAC committee come for assessing the academic performance of the institutions. It is one of the indicator for this college academic performance activity. Conducting international conferences, it will promote in different aspects the institution, not only the students publishing the papers as ISBN book, and also it will bring many multidimensional development for this college. So brief note of this one. The title was given, the international conference title, Sustainable Agriculture. As I am from agriculture, I can explain more. Since I have more than 25 years in the field of agriculture and rural development, I am, even my experience, if I share with you, that is a good idea of knowledge, you will come to know. So, sustainable agriculture, inclusive economic growth in India. Why the word sustainable agriculture? The word sustainable is a catchy word. It was developed by Norwegian Prime Minister, Brundtland Commission. He was working in the United Nations in the year 1987. He developed this word sustainability because every century the people are the word sustainable, developed by Norwegian Prime Minister. He was assigned to the duty of United Nations. So he is the one developed the word sustainable. Thereafter, all the academic, all the research, they have connected this word sustainable development of agriculture, sustainable development of ecosystem. So wherever the disciplines, the sustainable concept has been developed, because every century the people have accumulating and exhausting and exploiting the resources. So we need to leave the resources for the next generation. That is the ultimate concept of sustainable. We have no right to consume all the resources. Before leave this earth, we have to exploit all the resources. That is not our right. So we have to leave the resources for the next generation. That is the ultimate concept of the sustainable development. Okay, here the title is Sustainable Agriculture in Increasing Economic Growth. That is my level where I am engaged with. As I have to explain more, agriculture, we have chosen according to the Department of Economics. Agriculture, sustainable agriculture, it is a primary sector. There are three sectors of the economy which will help the GDP of the India, the country. So agriculture is a primary sector. Industry is a secondary sector. Service sector, office oriented, IT, business. There are three sectors of economy. Agriculture is a predominant sector, and it is the backbone of the India, most of the developing countries. Agriculture is the basic livelihood diversification activities for poor people. Majority of the people are ignorant or illiterate, so they need to have a job. This is the one, agriculture. You don't want to have education. You don't want to have any proper training for undertaking agriculture. So people over the generation in India and most of the developing countries, they adopted agriculture as a basic profession. So that Department of Economics, they are more happy about selecting this title. Okay, types of agriculture. And I am telling sustainable agriculture. There are many types of agriculture. Since I am from agriculture, so each one has a different sustainable. What is the meaning of sustainable agriculture? So a farmer should have a job opportunity or livelihood activities throughout the year. Actually, due to impact of the climate change, only 6 months the rain is coming. Then farmers are engaging only 6 months. What about the rest of the 6 months? They do not have a job. The sustainable agriculture is promoting the farmers. Okay, once in a year, 6 months the rainfall is there. You can engage with agriculture. Rest of the 6 months you can have dairy, poultry, whatever it may be. So throughout the year, we have to make the farmer become busy, not lazy. The farmer has to be busy. Farmer has to earn income, not only agriculture, from poultry, dairy, whatever it may be. That is the sustainable agriculture. The concept of sustainable agriculture, farmer has to earn income through many sources. That is the sustainable agriculture. What is subsistence farming? It is a hand to mouth. Farmers are cultivating with limited investment, then they are consuming by themselves. They never take the commodity to the market. Subsistence farming. There is no marketing aspect. Subsistence farming, picture farming, crop and livestock. What I tell, farmers are cultivating paddy. The paddy grass can be used as a feeding material for dairy farming. Dairy, poultry, mice, something like that. Commercial farming, it is purely market oriented. So some of them, they are focusing on this commercial farming. Organic farming, it is purely this is indigenous method of cultivation, organic farming.
A farmer should not think about these chemical fertilizers. Inorganic farming, purely chemical, hybrid seeds, something like that. So intensive, extensive, that is, it depends upon the land size, hectare wise. Even small packet of land, how we can make agriculture productive, more yield per hectare. That is the concept in intensive and extensive cultivation. Pastoralism. Pastoralism in India also, Ethiopia also, overall Africa also, Rift Valley. According to the climate conditions, farmers they have a goat, cow, bull, ox, camel. So these are the draught animals farmers are rearing. Substitutional income come from this kind of poultry, livestock rearing. Okay, precision agriculture. It is purely scientific. Application of GIS and data driven. It is structurally designed. A farmer, a illiterate farmer, or now most of the BSc agriculture graduates, they are involved in agriculture nowadays. They prefer this precision agriculture. Based on they will purchase the seeds, hybrid seeds, fertilizers, 60 days or 90 days, time speculated activities. Precision agriculture, smart agriculture, application of mechanization, drone technology, new technology to India, throughout the world, maybe Australia and America. They have been practiced this drone technology, but the developing countries, the fast developing countries like India, Ethiopia, most of the African countries, they are very much entering this drone technology, new technology. Hydroponic agriculture, cultivation without soil, only nutrition based. So just for your okay, sustainable agriculture, it boosts the farmer's income, ensuring food security, as your principal addressed. Agriculture, food security. India is a food security country. Most of the African countries, food insecure country. We need 3 times food. We have 20 kg of rice in our house for the following days we can cook. But Africa things are different. They had a breakfast, but lunch they are looking for. Dinner they are looking for. But we are Indians, we are food secured people. Africans are food insecure. Malawi, Republic of Congo, they have a big forest. African people who are eating human beings, cannibalism. There, Africa. If you go there, they will eat you because they don't have food. Republic of Congo, geographically very big country, colonized by British. What is there? There is no money, but gold is there. How French colonized? We colonized by British. Britishers, they developed the railway network, they swallowed all the resources they took to India. Now I feel that Britishers, they are paying back period for them. They are suffering now. Please understand. So government schemes like according to India, Prime Minister, Kisan, Prime Minister Fasal Bima Yojana. So this is new for me also. Mostly about African agriculture. So resource use, market access and financial support. Sustainable agriculture needs a systematic, step by step. We need investment. We can generate income. We can take the commodity to the market. We can get the price, market price. Then this is cycling. Sustainable agriculture is systematized. Farmers are happy. All the network also, they have sustainable agriculture. Production increases, the farmer prosperity. It is not only income. The standard of living of the farming community also matters. A farmer's wearing the white dhoti, it is a symptom of the standard of living. A farmer's consuming 3 times food, 3 times quality food. It is a quality indicators in economics. What I can say. So poor policy implementation, farmer debt, farmers are borrowed debt, then they are affecting. So repaying the debts and innovation support to build a resilient food culture. The resilient climate resilient, it is a very latest, every subject they are telling resilient. What is the meaning of resilient, climate resilient? It is nothing but ecological adaptation mechanism. Ecological adaptation mechanism. So Nilagiri, the climate condition is different. Ramnad, climate condition is different. Tanjore, climate condition is different. What about the Western Ghats? Khambam, Karnataka, Mangalore, Mysore, the climate is different. Whatever it may be, all the places Indian farmers are living, they have to produce agriculture with available agriculture. Ecological adaptation mechanism. What Ramnad farmers will do, if the soil is not supporting for agriculture, what Ramnad district farmers, what they will do, that's why they have animal heads. They are taking 200 goats, they are moving different places. After 6 months or 8 months, they are coming back to Ramnad. Kedai ஆடுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஒரு நாளைக்கு நிப்பாட்டினா 500 ரூபா 1000 ரூபா அன்னைக்கு. ஒரு நாள் நைட்டு 30 நாளைக்கு அவர் தோட்டத்தில் 10 நாள் நின்னோம்னா அவருக்கு இன்கம். ஸோ டே டைம் ஃபுல்லாக மேய்ச்சிட்டே இருக்கும். இதெல்லாம் ஃபார்மர்ஸ்க்கு எல்லாம் எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் கால்குலேட்டிங் இன் டர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் மணி. So pillars of sustainable agriculture and inclusive economic growth. What are the pillars? Climate smart agriculture. As I told, climate resilience, climate smart agriculture. Whatever the climate, so you have to think about the climate. So you have to purchase the seed according to. I have taken. Hello. I have taken 3-4 seeds from India to Ethiopia. I tested those Indian seeds in Ethiopia. Indian seeds never grown in Ethiopia because I am very much interested. I have taken red gram, I have taken neem seed, 4-5 seeds. I have taken small thing. In Ethiopia, 8 months it is raining, only 4 months 30 degrees centigrade of temperature. It is a very cool country. I am always wearing coat in daytime also. It is because in daytime also sunlight is there. The air is very cool. Climate condition is different. Here India is very, humidity is high. Per day they are drinking 6 liters water without knowing they are drinking. But in Ethiopia I can drink only 2 liters of water. No thirsty, no sweating. Climate resilient agriculture. According to the presence of the climate, farmers can adopt their lifestyle and the culture. Okay, soil health. Soil health has a different soil pH, alkalinity, acidity. So testing the soil also important because minerals, nutrients. Based on that one, it will support your. Okay, biodiversity. Moving from monoculture to intercropping. அதாவது தமிழையும் சொல்றேன். ஒரே டைப்பா விவசாயம் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருந்தோம்னாக்க சாயில்ல இருக்க மினரல்ஸ் ரிசோர்சஸ்லாம் அங்கேயே இருக்கும். சிவப்பு தோரையும் மக்காச்சோளத்தையும் பக்கத்துல இன்டர்கிராப்பிங் பண்ணோம்னா the soil by itself mutually exchange the nutrition. நைட்ரஜன் வந்து வேறு மூலியமாகவும் இன்னொரு தாவரத்துக்கு போகும். இல்லாட்டி வானத்துல இருந்து அட்மாஸ்பியருக்கு நைட்ரஜனை எடுத்துக்கிறோம். வானத்துல இருந்து அட்மாஸ்பியருக்கு நைட்ரஜனை எடுத்து வேறு வெளியில பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற பிளான்ட் கொடுத்துரும். So biodiversity. Intercropping will help. Mutually the plant by itself they are exchanging the nutrients. So this is also okay. Leveraging technology and digitalization. Digital public infrastructure (DPI). Nowadays, agriculture is mechanized. Agriculture is intensified with ICT. Agriculture is now supported by like latest electronic drone something which is it is beyond the capacity of the farmers. Even PE graduates they are operating drones. The drone also spraying the pesticides. So per hour or per day. So it is a timely basis. So many people are getting employment due to the discovery of this science and technology aspect. Okay, in India, e-Now, a national electronic trading portal. So commodity exchange. What is the price of the coffee? What is the price of the tea? What is the price of the gold? Daily, இன்றைய நிலவரம் பார்க்கணும்ல. அது மாதிரி agriculture commodityக்கும் பார்க்கிறதுக்கு e-Now. Agriculture market portal. You can check what is the per quintal coffee, per quintal of rice. So market portal is there. So, the government issued farmer Kishan card. Like Aadhaar card, the farmers are also identified by farmer Kishan card, which will help when they are purchasing the pesticides or fertilizers subsidy rate. Government is giving as a label to support the farmers. You see, time management. Okay, pillars of sustainable agriculture, climate smart practices. Okay, zero tillage. This is also a kind of indigenous farming practices by Nilagiri and Madhya Pradesh, Yuttur. Some of the states they are doing zero tillage. Even Coimbatore Agriculture College they recommended this one. SRI, system of rice intensification. Here I have to say India is the second biggest country is exporting rice. Basmati, they have a different variety of rice. Even African countries, they are getting rice from India. India is exporting rice throughout the world. 1 month before, from THOOTHUKUDI, you know prawn fish, it was exported to America. Due to this tax issue, they returned the one ship of prawn. It was returned to THOOTHUKUDI again. It is shameful when America is refusing Indian commodity because people adopted to consume Indian product. Because of the political leaders, even American they are not getting the commodity, sufficient commodity. It is a politics between the government because of the tax issue. Even the tax issue, government of India exported, but they returned back. Who is finally going to suffer? Okay, of course, our Indian farmers, our Indian fisheries, they will suffer. But Prime Minister of Modi, he has a business idea. We can export in America. We can export to 5 countries, maybe Vietnam, Cambodia, Sri Lanka. The same prawn fish we can export to European countries rather than one single country. So there is a economic imbalances currently. This is according to economics. This is world economic crisis. Many countries they have a war. People they are suffering, but I am telling at the ground level. So there are some business magnates they are well off. Even they are also suffering. How to succeed? How to promote? How to get profit? That is the macro level. What is the middle level? What is the ground level? Microeconomics. What is the household income of the farmers? Economics is focusing on the microeconomics. Macroeconomics is different. The business economics is different. Economics means microeconomics. I think so. Almost majority. Yeah, we are talking about this agriculture as well as the household. Household is a unit. of our respondent data collection. Okay, diversification. Diversification, as I told you in the beginning, livelihood diversification. Farmer can do agriculture, farmer can do poultry, agriculture, beekeeping. So income can be generated from different agriculture activities. So farmers, okay, agriculture transformation. Agriculture transformation. It is a kind of change. Change is always permanent. So agriculture transformation is the shift from lower productivity, means indigenous to scientific method of cultivation. Even your principal asked me what about the status of Ethiopia. Ethiopia still is lagging behind in agriculture, but India is very far. India is highly advanced in everything. Though India is highly advanced, there are some group of farmers still they are unable to, ignorant, they are illiterate. That's why I told you, the BSc agriculture graduates from agriculture university, they are involved in agriculture. Modern technology oriented agriculture handled by BSc agriculture graduates. Every farmers mostly they have a land. What is the mind? We have to involve the agriculture. Basically, I am from agriculture, but I don't want to plow the land. We have studied, we have become a doctorate, we have enriched our academic. Even some pushing nature to come to go to the land, then I switched over to publication. Still we have a land at any cost. The situation me forced to involve agriculture. I surprised many IT people, they are mentally fed up, they involve agriculture. I don't know how it is. Both husband and wife, we resigned their IT job, we are working in agriculture. I surprised because I am agriculture. I am basically agriculture. I surprised. It is very, I am not discouraging this one, but doing agriculture, it is not an easy job. You have to sacrifice. Of course, the income may increase. There is no this like poultry and this thing is no tax. It is like cottage industries. There is no tax. Even you are earning income 1 million from selling egg, there is no tax. This is the advantage of this agriculture. So who will involve this much time taking a job? People want to work and intellectually they want to sit, they want to get monthly income. So agriculture transformation is supporting the farmers to make from indigenous to scientific. From subsistence to commercial. Over the years, farmers are in subsistence farming cultivation only. Now we are making them involve commercialized farmings. Productive growth, increasing the output per hectare. I think this Sathu, Thuthukudi, and this area, apart from Madurai up to this area, Tirunelveli, this soil is black clay soil, suitable for black ground. See, all kinds of cereals and pulses suitable for this area. So somewhat Madurai district is red soil, suitable for different kind of cereals and pulses. But black ground, in my experience, no Madurai farmers cultivate black ground. They cultivate red ground. But this area, Arupkottai, even some research station also is there. Arupkottai, Paramagudi, this Satur, Chetur, there are many areas, this area. I am coming to Thuthukudi, I observed agriculture, I observed what is going on. The farmers are happy. Most of the females, they are collecting the seeds. I am very happy with what they are doing. It's okay. life is okay. What is pitiable things? Are they economically better off? Or they are leading their life as it is? So that is the questionable according to economics. We are thinking about this one. Economic development, industrial growth, market and economic structure, policy development. Okay, above all, government has to support. Government has to support. The policy has to be more beneficial to the farmers. That's why I am telling subsidies for fertilizer, subsidies for pesticides, subsidy for crop loan are totally waive off the crop loan once in 5 years. That is better because the living condition of the farmers become pathetic. So that is why during the election time they are waive off the crop loans. So whenever the crop loans, the farmer has to collect. In the election time it will be waive off. They are very happy. Okay, drivers and technologies, mechanization and green technologies, historical adoption of tractors and irrigation, high yielding varieties. Are the inputs? It is everything is well designed, advanced. Because your land is suitable, then you have to make it to increase the yield. So you have to hybrid, then supply of water, application of fertilizer, every 30 days reading. Agriculture is worthwhile. Sustainability, climate smart, many times it is coming. Okay, climate smart practices, resource efficiency, resilient food system. First of all, farmer has to benefit. Then they have to take the commodity to the market to get income, market income. So that is the right cycle will start. Diversification. Okay, as I told, okay, what is the farmer is doing agriculture over the century? Economic impact. Is it positive impact or negative impact? How much farmers are involving in agriculture? What type of crops? You know the Western Ghats. Theni, Kambam, Kubili, Coimbatore, Pollachi, Western Ghats. According to Google mapping, Western Ghats, it is a blessed mountain. They are telling it is a blessed mountain. I don't know what is this. Because rubber, all the spices and the condiments and the pepper. In the 14th century, you know Portugal, European country, Portugal, most of the European countries full of Catholics. So they came to Kerala and Tamil Nadu. They found black pepper. They tried black pepper. It is not growing in Europe. They started cultivating in Europe because Europe is extreme cold climate. It is not growing. So the Western Ghats climate is suitable for growing pepper. Pepper in the இங்கே மதுரையிலும் விளையாது, இங்கே பரமக்குடியிலையும் விளையாது, தூத்துக்குடியிலையும் விளையாது. அது விளைய வேண்டிய இடத்துல தான் விளையும். அதை ட்ரை பண்ணாங்க. யூரோப்பியன்ஸ் they came for conversion or construction of church, then purchasing this black pepper. They tried this one in Portugal, but they failed. So they come to know the crop is suitable for particular location only. It cannot be grown everywhere. So place of importance is more in agriculture. Place of importance. So the crops can grow in particular location only. Rubber is growing in Kottayam. Rubber is growing in Malaysia. Rubber is not growing anywhere. So what is the rubber? Rubber, the chappals. People are wearing the chappals now, most of the chappals, that is made up of rubber. So, rubber is an important commodity. It is coming from plant. Leather is coming from livestock. But what about the bottom sole? It is made up of rubber. It is coming from agriculture. We never think this one. It is the combination of livestock and agriculture. That is our chappal. So, every minute Yeah, you can think about farmer livelihood aspect is there. 1 kg of basmati 300 rupees, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees. Same basmati rice in Ethiopia, it is double of the price. Basmati is the first quality of rice. பாஸ்மதியில பிரியாணி பண்ணா நல்லா டேஸ்டா இருக்கும். பாஸ்மதி என்கிட்ட இருக்கிற காசுக்கு தான் நான் பாஸ்மதி வாங்க முடியும். என்கிட்ட 200 ரூபாய் தான் இருக்கு. 200 ரூபாய்க்கும் 1 கிலோ பாஸ்மதி வாங்கலாம், 500 ரூபாய்க்கும் வாங்கலாம், 1000 ரூபாய்க்கும் வாங்கலாம். What is the matter? It is finally after cooking taste matters. Saltiness. இந்த பாஸ்மதியை நம்ம இந்தியாவில் வாங்கி உலகம் பூரா எக்ஸ்போர்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். ரைஸுக்கு நம்ம இந்தியன் தான் டாப், ஃபுல்லா ஏஜென்ட்னா இந்தியா தான். ரைஸ் இந்தியா இஸ் தி மேஜர் ப்ரொடியூசர் அண்ட் மேஜர் கன்சியூமர் ஆஃப் தி ரைஸ். ஆல் தி ஏசியன் கண்ட்ரீஸ், Bangladesh, Japan, China, they are consuming rice. The Ethiopian, they never consume rice. They don't like rice. They have their own staple food. So country to country, lifestyle is different. People are living, consuming the food, and they are intelligent also. Barack Obama, 2 times president of America. Barack Obama father is a Kenyan. He used to come to grandmother house, stayed grandmother house 3 months. He worked in the farming field. Barack Obama. He was president of America 2 times, African American. Nairobi is Kenya is a neighboring country of Ethiopia. So Barack Obama, when I was in Ethiopia, Barack Obama came to Ethiopia because the whole African Union in Addis Ababa, capital of Ethiopia. So economic impact, positive impact to maximum extent, but to some extent it is a negative impact also. So we have to find out the lacuna gap existing for farmers, direct market, what is the increased income and enhanced food security. As I told, India food security country, but still why the school they provided a morning breakfast scheme. So still some household they are very poor. I am not telling farmers, but some of the household they are poor. That's why the breakfast scheme they started in the school. So our agriculture ultimately primary consumption of food. Next, that they are consuming. Wearing chappals also, it is coming from agriculture. Wearing dresses, so everything is connected with agriculture. Most of our life are connected with agriculture only. It is that's why agriculture, though whether it is positive or negative, we have to consider agriculture. Without agriculture, that's why the people are telling you have a $1 million. What you will eat? You need food. When people realized when Chennai became a flood, one man told, I have a 5 currency in my house. I have a dollar because I am working in France. I have a dollar. I have a euro. I have Indian currency. Then Dubai, dinar, real. Okay. What about the food now? You see, people started praying. What is life? Time will come to realize everything. Okay. Green technologies, power reduction, related to energy issue. Nowadays, many things are coming. Solar system, wind energy. I have seen this area, wind energy, alternative substitute, energy, solar energy for pumping water. So energy also it is very important. Electricity, if not, economic benefits and linkages, higher profits, non-pesticides management, natural farming. Some of them, this is also intelligent. This is also intelligent idea to cultivation practices among the farmers. Job creation, natural inputs, enhanced GVA, gross value order. The financial year, April to April. If you are telling what is the academic year, 23-24, 24-25. Academic year, here 8 months, and next year 4 months. Academic year, financial year. So, gross value ordered, it is connected with the previous year, the current year, 8 months. Gross value ordered is calculating current year. That is GVA. Rural-urban linkages. Urban is depending on rural. All the vegetables and crops, they are coming to the urban. So they have a connectivity, the supply chain, logistic management, all the lorries, they are carrying the vegetables and fruits to the urban areas. To come, then they are getting market access, they are selling the commodity. So that is the one cycle. So rural-urban linkages has to be maintained for this issue. What is the agriculture GDP? So this is also, the GDP is one of the economic indicator. GDP automatically, then your GDP means automatically overall India. The overall India of the GDP 7.8 overall India for all the sectors 7.8. Now it is 8.2. So Indian GDP has increased. Government of India, the borrowed loan were settled. Why? I'm not talking about any politics, only economics. Why people supported that time BJP? Because they are telling all the borrowed debts has been settled out. Whether you are performed well, that is not a matter. Economics known people, they are telling this one. That's why we voted this one. So GDP increased. It is a figure now. 7.8 now 8.2. It is a figure in the document we read. Then we are not supporting any parties. Why GDP is decreased to some other ruling? We don't want to X or Y can put this country. GDP increased, is witnessed. People will support where things are positive. It is witnessed. It is positive. GDP, overall GDP, agriculture, industry, service sector, 3 GDP combined calculated 7.8 to 8.2. Particularly agriculture only 3.7. Now it is entering 3.8. You know Europe country, everybody is dreaming to go Europe. But Europe, many people I am communicating with many Europe people. One Ukraine lady, she asked, can you give $500? Okay, maybe it is a war situation. She asked me $. Senapati, I need $, please deposit. I told her, I don't have PayPal account. How can I pay? Okay, I am ready to pay the amount. How can I pay? You can pay through Western Union or MoneyGram. She is giving idea. Actually, they are begging on the street. They become jobless. Now this is world economic crisis. So Europe also, how can I say? Externally they are okay. Internally they are not happy. They don't have sustainable income. Europe also, because due to Ukraine and Russia war, then Israel and Hamas, many wars. These kind of war situation, this and this corona. Okay, war is a man-made conflict. War can be settled by discussion, it can be. But corona, who will control? It is a natural catastrophe. This much population died. Challenges. What is the time? Time is okay. Time is okay. Only one time. Lack of income, lack of getting loan, technical difficulty. Farmers are not able to cope up with technical issues. Technological gap, income gap. These are the challenges. Debt borrowed, unable to pay the debt. So all these multi-dimensional solutions. So we have to support. To have a sustainable agriculture, we need to have multi-pronged approach, integrating green technologies. Almost I finished. There are many challenges. Challenges can be resolved by discussion. Because India is also developing country, fast developing country. People are telling that India is a developed country. No, India is not a developed country. China is not a developed country. China is not a developed country. They have very fast train. 95% of the Chinese people, they can't speak in English. Not be a developed country. European will recognize you if you speak in English. Then you have quality food, quality dress. Then everything. Then only it will be. They will recognize. European will never recognize the Chinese developed country because communication, nothing. There are 4 Chinese professors. They came. I gave my business card. They are professors. I started speaking English. They told me, nothing. They are speaking only Chinese only. But they are technologically advanced, technologically very fast. They are technologically more than Indians. But nothing. They don't know English. But they want to be a first nation in the world. First population-wise, throughout the world, population, China is the first country. During Corona, China came second, India became first. In the year 2019, United Nations predicted, it's not a joke, it is a witnessed document, fact I am telling you. United Nations declared India population will improve after Corona because work from home. Sorry. So all the household they stay at home now. Then automatically the wife they produce very nice dishes. My husband is staying at home. Most of the women become pregnant. They gave birth to child. Automatically population is increased. Now India is number 1. Now China is only. Now China lose the status. India regain the status. Now population India is number 1. That's why Modi, like all the sector, India become 1. That is Modi thinking. I succeeded in population statistics. You are laughing one thing. Around 6 European countries, Lithuania, Latvia, 1,000 male population, 1,000 female population, 738 males are there. They are not getting male to marry. Most of the women, they are ideal in 6 European countries, including Russia. Population, Japan is a very rich country. Japan girls, they told, we don't want to marry. Japan population is decreased. Japan produced electronics, vehicle, they are very rich. Japan population is decreased. So when you compare the statistics throughout the world, you will come to know what is the impact. Japan is not happy. That's why Japan invented what is some robot. So things are going in a different way. Thank you, Doctor. I have to thank for having given this golden opportunity. College administration and Professor. They are my juniors. Same area, the district, happy of the department head, colleagues and students. Your principal told me they are going to launch a mini new order aviation. Indigo 10 days there is no flight, because the real fact is that India needs 5,800 pilots. They are lacking 1,500 pilots. So many flights, but pilots are few. So many engineering colleges, many engineering, but they are looking for a job. Is that 6,000 to 7,000 pilots are required? Why colleges should start aviation like courses? Your principal told me aviation. This is considered to be an international airport. And I have to tell one thing. Ethiopia, there is only two religions, Muslim and Christian only. Muslim and Christians only. They married, both Christians and Muslims, they married 5 centuries. If somebody touch Ethiopia, all of them organized. They will throw the religion. They want to protect the nation. They are organized by British. What these Calcutta people and these people, they allowed Britishers to enter. Then they came up to here, Thoothukudi, Tirunelveli. They ruled. They took everything. What is it? What they left this Tandavalam only. So this is the okay. We are also. What is the advantage of become colonized? We have a quality English. Thanks to Britishers, but they are paying back now. They are not happy. Even I am communicating with many Britishers. They are not happy because their payback period. Payback period, everything is there now. Time will come for payback period. Just keep in mind. Payback period will come. No one can escape. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Professor Dr. M. Senadipati, for the enlightening and thought-provoking keynote, which has laid a strong foundation for the discussions that will follow over the next 2 days. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. This one, Ethiopia, the culture is all counter கண்டிப்பா எதிர்பார்க்கிறோம். நான் கொடுத்துட்டேன்ல, நீங்க ஏதாவது கேள்வி கேட்கணும், நம்மளோட கேள்வி கேளுங்க, பதில் சொல்ல ரெடியா இருக்கு. நீங்க லேடி சைடு 2, ஜென் சைடு 2. சார் நீங்க இப்படி சொன்னீங்க, இது இப்ப எப்படி இருக்கு? கவுண்டர் கேள்வி ஃபீட்பேக் இருக்கணும். இப்ப நான் I showed the seed, you harvested all the information. I showed agriculture time சொல்றேன். நான் சொன்னேன், பாரதியார் சொன்ன மாதிரி செடிக்கு நீ இது வாங்கிட்டீங்க, இப்போ எனக்கு நீங்க எல்லாம் ஹார்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. ப்ளீஸ் ரிட்டர்ன் த ஃபீட்பேக். ப்ளீஸ் டு 2 क्वेश्चंस. கவுண்டர் வேணும். எதிர்ப்பா எனக்கு எந்த விட முக்கிய விட மாட்டாங்க, கேள்வி கேட்டுவாங்க. ப்ளீஸ்
Because India is also in same condition.
Yeah.
Now, large amount of money is being pumped, so it develops. But why they don't?
You are telling Ethiopia or India?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Please come. Also, innovative mind like Narendra Modi. He is also he visited some countries, Turkey, Nairobi, some other, even Germany. After becoming a prime minister, he went to 5-6 countries.
Then agriculture வந்து ஆத்தாளத்திலிருந்து முன்னேற்றிட்டா இருக்கும். இன்னும் தொடாத துறைகள் இருக்கிறது. இன்னும் தொடாத துறைகள் இருக்குது, அதை முன்னேற்றணும் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. புரியுதுங்களா? அதெல்லாம் ஒரு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங். இங்கே பாருங்க, நான் பாலிடிக்ஸ் பேச விரும்பல. எக்கனாமிக்ஸ்னா எக்கனாமிக்ஸ் தான். இந்த ரோஸ் கலர் பஸ் போகுது இங்கே தமிழ்நாட்டில், ஸ்டாலின் பஸ் போகுது, நட்டத்தில் ஓடுது. இருந்தாலும் யுனைடெட் நேஷன்ல லேடிஸ்க்கு ஃப்ரீ பஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்கன்னு சொல்லி அவருக்கு அவார்டு கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இப்போ இங்கே நான் எத்தியோப்பியாவில் தான் இருந்தேன். டெய்லி தினமலர் பேப்பர்லாம் பார்ப்பேன். நான் மதுரையில் இருக்கிற மாதிரி தான் அங்கே இருப்பேன். எத்தியோப்பியாவில் இருக்கிறதும் மதுரை ஸ்டேட்டஸ் எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டாங்க. அங்கே இருக்கேன் ஆஃபிக்கலாக. அந்த தீபாவளி டயத்தில் டிரைவர் கண்டக்டருக்கெல்லாம் 4 மாதத்துக்கு முன்னாடியே போனஸ் போட்டார்ல. எங்கே 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 கொடுத்துட்டோம்னா பேசவே மாட்டான். அதனால் தொங்கிட்டு இருக்கு, படி தொங்கிட்டு இருக்கு, அதெல்லாம் கவலை இல்லை. அவங்க they will manage by themselves. அவங்க அப்பா செஞ்சதை கரெக்டாக செஞ்சுட்டாரா கொடுத்துட்டாரா என்னமே தெரியல. 17ன்றதுல 19 2 சேர்த்து கொடுக்குறேன்னு கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஏதோ வாங்கினாங்களோ வாங்கலையா எனக்கு அது தெரியல. செஞ்சுட்டாரா? ஏன்னா அது போய் செஞ்சுச்சுனாக்க நீ வந்து கேட்க மாட்டேன் ஏன் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட் இப்படி இருக்கு அப்படி இப்படி இருக்கு. ஏன்னா பஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து வேர்ல்டு பேங்க்ல லோன் வாங்கி தான் 100 பஸ் வருது, 56 பஸ் வருதுன்னு வாங்குறாங்க. இருக்கிறத இது பொலிட்டிக்கல் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி. சொல்றேன் சார். எத்தியோப்பியாவில் ஐஎம்எஃப்ல லோன் வாங்கினாங்க. ஐஎம்எஃப் டைரக்டர் வந்து ஐஎம்எஃப் டைரக்டர் போன வருஷம் 24ல் ஒரு லேடி, இப்போ டைரக்டர் வேற 4 ஸ்பெல்லாக வாங்கினாங்க. 4 மாசமா 4 ஸ்பெல்லாக வாங்கினாங்க, லோன் கொடுத்தாங்க. எத்தியோப்பியன் வந்து 15 நாள் முன்னாடி 14 ஃப்ளைட் வாங்கியிருக்கான் சார். 7 நாடு பேப்பரில் இருக்கு, 14 ஃப்ளைட் வாங்கியிருக்கான். எத்தியோப்பியா 7 நாடு தான் மேக்ரோ எக்கனாமிக்ஸில் டாப்பாக இருக்காங்க. நம்ம இந்தியா சுதந்திரம் வாங்கினே நேரு பக்ரானங்கள்னு ஒரு டேம் கட்டினாரு தெரியுங்களா? நான் பழைய ஹிஸ்ட்ரிக்கு போகிறேன். பெங்கால் ஃபெமைன் ஒன்று இருக்கு, யாருமே மறக்க முடியாது. 3 லட்சம் இந்தியன்ஸ் செத்து போயிட்டோம், சாப்பாடு இல்லாமல் செத்து போயிட்டோம்ப்பா. இன்னைக்கு சாப்பாடு இல்லாமல் செத்து போயிட்டான்னு கேள்வி கேட்கல. ஏதோ குறுக்கால போயிட்டான், பஸ்ஸில் அடிச்சு பிடிச்சி செத்து போயிட்டான். சாப்பாடுனால இந்தியா எத்தியோப்பியாவும் 2 லட்சம் பேர் செத்து போயிட்டான் 1983ல். அந்த பெங்கால் ஃபெமைன் taught the lessons when Nehru became a prime minister. Immediately he constructed Bagranangal Dam. எத்தியோப்பியா ஏங்கில முழு எத்தியோப்பியாவுக்கு நான் சாப்பாடு போடுறேன்றான் சார். இந்தியா வந்து இப்படி இருக்கு அப்படி இருக்குன்னு சொல்ல வேணாம். காசு இருக்கு, அது எங்கேயும் இருக்கு. விடுங்க, எல்லாமே டிராமாவா போயிட்டு இருக்கு. அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் இருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா, இருக்கட்டும். அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் இருக்கட்டும். 14 ஃபிளைட் வாங்கிக்காங்கல்ல, நம்ம வந்து பிரைவேட்ல கொடுத்துட்டோம்ல சார். மேக்ரோ எத்தியோப்பியன்ஸ் ஆர் சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் இன் மேக்ரோ எக்கனாமிக்ஸ். They purchased flight, they constructed dam. புரியுதுங்களா? அதைத்தான் நானும் யோசித்தேன். இதுல இன்னொன்று வந்துருச்சு சார். ஐஎம்எஃப்ல லோன் வாங்கினேன். அந்த லேடி என்ன சொன்னாங்க, உன் கண்ட்ரியை டிவேல்யூ பண்ணு அப்படின்னாங்க. உடனே இங்கே பிரைம் மினிஸ்டர் அங்கே இருக்க சொன்னார், ஐயோ தீபாவளி பண்ணோம்னாக்க எல்லாருமே ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படுவாங்களே அப்படின்னாங்களா. என்னையும் யுனைடெட் நேஷன்லேருந்து ஃபுட் ப்ரோக்ராம், வேர்ல்டு ஃபுட் ப்ரோக்ராம், அங்கேருந்து கோதுமை எல்லாமே வந்துருச்சு. சரிங்களா? இதில் எக்கனாமிக்ஸில் வந்து 3 இருக்குது சார். ஹை லெவல், மீடியம் லெவல், லோ லெவல். இன்கம் சொல்கிறேன். ஹை லெவல் வந்து அவங்க எப்போவுமே காரில் போயிட்டே இருக்காங்க. மிடில் இன்கம் குரூப் நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க, மதில் மேல் பூனை. அந்த லோ இன்கம் குரூப் இருக்காங்களா, அவங்க வந்து சார் இங்கே பாருங்க, அவங்களா ஒரு 1,00,000 பேர் செத்தாங்கன்னா கிளீனாக எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். அவங்க நல்லா இருந்தாங்கன்னா வெளியே தெரியாது. அவங்க எதனாலும் சாப்பிட்டு பழச்சிக்குவாங்க. இந்த கீழே இருக்காங்க பார்த்தீங்களா, கீழ் லெவலில் அவங்களுக்கு எதுவுமே தேவையில்லை. சூப்பர் மார்க்கெட்டில் போய் அந்த ஜிஎஸ்டி போட்டு தான் சரக்கு வாங்கணும்னு அவசியமே இல்லை. அவங்க எப்படி வேணாலும் சர்வே பண்ணிக்குவாங்க. இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஸ்ட்ராங்காக திங்க் பண்ணிட்டு வேற மாதிரி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. இருக்கு சார், அந்த செக்டாரவே பார்த்துட்டு இருக்க முடியாது. புரியுதுங்களா? ஃப்ளைட் விட்டுட்டு இப்போ இன்னும் பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன், எக்கனாமிக்ஸ் தான் சார். அந்த கேபின் குரூ, ஃப்ளைட்டில் கேபின் குரூ இருக்காங்க, பைலட் இருக்காங்க, எத்தனையோ பேர் இருக்காங்கல்ல, எல்லா பேருக்குமே ஏர்போர்ட் பக்கத்தில் வீடு கட்டி கொடுத்துருவோம்ட்டான். இறங்கின உடனேவும் 25 கிலோமீட்டருக்கு போயிட்டு இருக்காங்க. எல்லா பக்கத்திலே வீடுனா இங்கே ஃப்ளைட் விட்டு இறங்கி நடந்து வீடு போயிடலாம், ஊட்டிக்கு நடந்தே வந்துடலாம். எங்கேயாவது போய் டிராஃபிக் சிக்னல் வந்துட்டு நான் வர முடியலன்னு சொல்ல முடியாதுல்ல. ஏன்னா அந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரி பார்த்தீங்களா, ஏவியேஷன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி 7.8 பில்லியன் ப்ராஃபிட்ல ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு. அந்த காசை எடுத்து வேற இடத்துல போடலாமான்னு நான் சொன்னேன். இல்லைங்க, அந்த காசை எடுத்து போட மாட்டாங்க, மேலும் மேலும் தான் ஃப்ளைட் வாங்குவாங்க. ப்ளூ ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு. இந்த அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் வந்து மேனேஜ் பண்ணிக்குவாங்க. சில செக்டார்லாம் வந்து சில இஷ்யூலாம் வந்துருக்கான். புரியுங்களா? டு கெட் கிராண்ட் ஃப்ரம் வேர்ல்டு பேங்க், தே ஆர் கீப்பிங் த செக்டார் நான் சஸ்டைனபிள் மாதிரி வச்சிருக்காங்க.
Thank you, Professor, that enlightening and thought-provoking keynote, which has laid the strong foundation for the discussion. We will follow the duties. Thank you. It's a time for tea break.
Isha. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Distinguished delegates, respected Madam, the chief guest of the international conference, Dr. Senapati, respected the head of the Department of Economics, the other faculty members, researchers. I thought there would be farmers also. For all, a very good afternoon. But I would start in the morning. But our chief guest has enlightened us with the insight of the Ethiopia, as well as the neighboring countries of it. But this is India. Being an Indian, we should be aware of our Indian economy. In almost all the graduates, whether it is undergraduate or the postgraduate or any other higher education in the field of economics, definitely there will be a subject called as Indian economy. And I used to say that being an Indian, definitely we should know the clear picture of our country first. What is the need of studying Indian economy? Because Indian economy is a subject which will tell the facts of our country. To tell the facts of our country. Now, what is the necessity of knowing the facts of our country? Then only, being a citizen of India, we will know what is the real problems of our country. Knowing the problems of our country, that means which will lead us to give a solution to that problem. For that purpose, definitely, being an economic students, being in humanities, studying the students who are studying humanities subject, they should be aware of the Indian economy. As soon as we start the Indian economy, the subject, definitely the subject comes under our mind is about agriculture. What is agriculture? What is the need of studying this agriculture? The very first statement in Indian economy book, you will find that India is an agriculture country. India is an agriculture country. Agriculture is the backbone of our country. Agriculture is the backbone of our country. It is not the backbone of our country. Almost all the countries, agriculture is the backbone of the world. Agriculture is the backbone of the world. Because if there is no agriculture, definitely you cannot find any human being, not only human being, almost all the livestock will depending upon the sector. I should appreciate the organizers, particularly Dr. V. Tangamayan sir, who is assistant professor from Kamaraj College, for selecting an appropriate topic, that is sustainable agriculture and inclusive economic growth. What is sustainable? As our said, given earlier, our chief guest
has covered many aspects of agriculture. When we say sustained, it is continuous. It is continuous. As he said, agriculture, we find that at the agriculture period they do agriculture, and in the non-agriculture period they do other activities, agriculture allied activities, and likewise we find that the entire year is covered with the. So when we say agriculture is the backbone of our country, agriculture is mother of any economy in the world, whether it is rich or poor. As Sir said, Ethiopia is a poor country and Japan is a rich country. Whether it is in Ethiopia or it is in Japan, agriculture is must. In India, there are three sectors: agriculture, industry and service sector. But still, we are giving importance for agriculture because it is providing, as I see the first slide, agriculture is the bedrock of our civilization. Our entire civilization depending upon the agriculture for the necessity, or what we can say, the source of survival. As I told, not only the human beings, almost all other livestock depend upon agriculture. Farming and food production are the fundamental essential foundations on which the human society is entirely dependent. All are undergraduate students or postgraduate students? Postgraduate, very good. Very good. Yes, it is a very big and research department. I asked where are the postgraduate students. So it is very essential to know that the agriculture is very, very essential. There is a statement known as, you cannot build a city without agriculture. You cannot write a law without agriculture. You cannot draw an art without agriculture. So agriculture is must. When people are starving, இருக்கிற மக்கள் அத்தனை பேருமே பசி பட்டினின்னு இருந்தா எங்க இருந்து வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நாடு வந்து வளர்ச்சி அடையும். So it is very, very essential that we have to concentrate on farming provides basic means of survival. அப்படின்னு போட்டுருக்கேன். Food, clothing, shelter. எங்க படிச்சிருக்கீங்க? Basic necessities. Basic necessities. Poverty அப்படின்னா non-availability of the basic necessities like food, cloth, shelter. வறுமையே வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா வறுமை என்பது என்ன அப்படின்னா இந்த உணவு, உடை, இருப்பிடம் இது மூன்றுமே இல்லை அப்படின்னா அதான் வறுமை. பாவர்ட்டியில படிச்சிருக்கோம். ஆனா அக்ரிகல்ச்சரும் அதான் கொடுக்குது. ஃபுட்டு, கிளாத்து, ஷெல்டர் மூணுமே கொடுக்கிறது அக்ரிகல்ச்சர். அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் இல்லை அப்படின்னா வறுமையை ஒழிக்க முடியாது. வறுமையை ஒழிக்க முடியாது. வறுமை, when we talk about poverty, the first goal of sustainable development goals about poverty. No poverty. No poverty. When there should be no poverty, agriculture should be. There is no agriculture, definitely poverty will persist. So agriculture, even today, agriculture is considered as one of the biggest driver of the rural prosperity. A very good question raised by one of the audience, one of the participants, that why economics is not taking the ideologies of Adam Smith, Marshall, Lionel Robbins and other economists. Adam Smith என்ன சொன்னாரு? அவரோட இலக்கணம் படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. Adam Smith ஓட இலக்கணம் என்ன சொல்றாரு? He talks about wealth. He talks about Wealth. Wealth என்ன? What is wealth according to Adam Smith? What is wealth according to Adam Smith? மோதிரம். China. பணமா? என்ன செல்வம் என்றால் என்ன? What is the basic idea of wealth given by the Adam Smith? It talks about the resources. It talks about the resources. வளங்களை பத்தி சொல்றாரு. And one of the important resource is these are agriculture is a natural resource, and another resource is called as artificial resource. Artificial resource are human beings. Do you think that human beings are properly utilized? மனித வளங்கள்லாம் சரியான முறையில் பயன்படுத்தப்படுகிறதா நாட்டில் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா there is unemployment. When there is unemployment, definitely we will say that the human resource is not properly utilized. When human resource is not properly utilized, then ultimately, where about the natural resource? How that will be properly utilized? When that is not properly utilized, how the country will develop? So that means we are talking about Adam Smith, but we are not following ideology of Lionel Robinson has given the definition of scarcity. பற்றாக்குறையை பத்தி சொல்றாரு. அந்த பற்றாக்குறையை போக்குறதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும்? Food supply should increase. Productivity should increase. அப்ப productivity increase ஆகணும் அப்படின்னா பேசிக்கா எதை increase பண்ணணும்னா agriculture productivity தான் நம்ம. So it is very good topic. I should appreciate. Once again, I appreciate our the organizing secretary, Dr. Kamaraj, for choosing this topic. Sustainable development. Good. So, see, as I said, agriculture is the backbone of our country. Still, we depend upon agriculture. Agriculture provides everything. The data given by the Economic Survey 2024-25 and the Ministry of Statistics and the Program Implementation, they have stated that the share of national gross value added, said GVA, gross value added, is about 18.4. Work dependency, that is still the population depends upon the agriculture for the employment opportunity. We can say that agriculture is the only and the biggest industry which still provides employment opportunity. வேளாண்மை கண்டு இல்லை அப்படின்னா இன்னும் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த வேலையின்மையின் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தாக்கம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அதிகமாக தான் இருக்கும். Share in total export is also about 11.7. It's very less compared to 1947 first 5-year plan. Whatever the data which is now is very less. I know, I do agree. பட் இது லெஸ்ஸாக இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நீங்கள் மறந்துட முடியுமா? அதை மறந்தோம் அப்படின்னா நாளைக்கு எதுவுமே நம்ம சாப்பிட முடியாது. அப்புறம் வந்து நம்ம வேலை எதையோ இல்லை வேலைக்கு தான் சாப்பிட்டு 2வது வேலைக்கு சாப்பாடு எங்கே? So these are some of the data. Goes a little bit faster. I have given only limited time. Go to next slide. Sustainable agriculture. What is that? First தலைப்பு தெரிஞ்சிச்சுன்னா உங்களுக்கு எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சு போயிடும். தலைப்பிலே எல்லாமே இருக்கு. Sustainable agriculture aims to achieve security and high productivity for everyone. அனைவருக்கும் உணவு கிடைக்க வேண்டும். அனைவருக்கும் உணவு கிடைக்க வேண்டும். அனைவருக்கும் உணவு கிடைக்க வேண்டும் அப்படின்னா அந்த food security, there is no security of food in Ethiopia, but we require food security. There is no food security, definitely no one will survive. யாரும் உயிர் வாழ முடியாது. அந்த food security இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா we have to protect soil, water, biodiversity. நம்மளுடைய மண்ணு, நம்மளுடைய வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நீர் வளம், சூழல், இது மூணுமே வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா பாதுகாத்தாம தான் நம்மளால வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா Economic viability அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. What is that economic viability? Today we find that almost all the farmers in India are small and marginal. Small and marginal landlords in போட்டு landlordsனா எப்படிமா பண்ணியாரு landlordsனா பெரிய பெரிய ஏக்கர் நிலத்துல நிலம் வச்சிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. நம்ம நாட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடியவங்க 2 ஏக்கர் குறைந்தபட்சம் 2 ஏக்கர் ஆர் மேக்ஸிமம் 5 ஏக்கர்ஸ். Nearly 86% of farmers are small and marginal. Now, when we say sustainable agriculture, moves from chemical intensive practice of green revolution, ensure that farming can be sustained over time without compromising future generation needs. High yielding variety seeds பத்தி சார் பேசணும். நானும் ஒரு क्वेश्चन கேட்கலாம்னு பார்த்தேன் சார். High yielding variety seeds போட்டு நம்ம productivity increase பண்ணிட்டோம், right? Very good. இப்போ increase பண்ண வேண்டியது. Now also we are using high yielding variety seeds. We think that the productivity is increasing. No. What is the reason? Use of that high yielding variety seeds with chemical pesticides. The soil depletion has மண்ணுடைய உண்மையான fertility, the fertility of the soil has gone down. So green revolution வரும்போது நல்லா இருந்தது, சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது, எல்லாரும் பத்தி எல்லாம் அதிகரிச்சது. ஆனா அதை சஸ்டெயின் பண்ண முடியல. அதை சஸ்டெயின் பண்ண முடியல. Why? Because use of that high yielding variety seeds, use of high yielding variety seeds made or it spoiled the entire fertility of the soil. And the chemical usage தடுக்கணும். So ultimately the sustainable agriculture depends upon 3 interconnected principles. என்ன அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, one is environmental health, economic viability and social equity. என்ன அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, when we say environment health, definitely it is restoring the soil fertility. Restoring the soil fertility. மண்ணுடைய வளனை நம்ம பார்த்தீங்கன்னா காக்க வேண்டும். மண்ணுடைய வளனை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம அந்த கெமிக்கல் யூஸ் பண்றதோ அல்லது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மோனோகிராப்பிங் ஒரே மாதிரியான கிராப் கல்டிவேட் பண்றது. ரைஸ்னா ரைஸே கல்டிவேட் பண்றது, பேடினா பேடியே கல்டிவேட் பண்றது. அந்த ஃபார்முலாவை கைவிட வேண்டும். That and in this way, once he had a certain here, Namalwar speech. What he said, Namalwar விவசாய விஞ்ஞானி. அவர் சொன்னது என்ன அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, Japan, what they are doing, whatever they are getting from agriculture sector, they are giving back to the same agriculture. That means, அரிசி விளைவிக்கிறான் அப்படின்னா அந்த அரிசி மூட்டை எடுத்துட்டு வைக்கோல என்ன பண்றான், மறுபடியும் மண்ணிலே போட்டுடலாம். மண்ணில் போட்டு is again cultivating that land. So what happened? Ultimately, that fertility of soil is retained there. So அப்படி எப்படியெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம அந்த soil fertility retain பண்றோமோ அவ்வளோ that means we have to minimize the population, we have to conserve the water. வாட்டரை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கட்டாயம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சேமிக்க வேண்டும். இல்லை அப்படின்னா பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த என்விரான்மெண்ட் இஷ்யூ கைவிட வேண்டியது. Regarding the economic viability, that means nowadays all the farmers are more dependent on the chemical inputs, chemical or high yielding variety seeds. That means nowadays the farmers should create a methodology by which they will reduce the production cost. They will get a fair market price for their products. then the economic aspects, economic factors will. Regarding the social equality, women should be given more power. Women should be given equal power in agriculture. எங்கேயும் அதை வந்து பார்க்க முடியாது. அக்ரிகல்ச்சரில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா லேண்டர்ஸு ஒரு ஃபார்மர்ஸு விவசாயினா அவன் மென்னாக தான் நம்ம பார்ப்போம். ஏன் விமன் விவசாயி இருக்கக்கூடாது? ஏன் விமன் தான் அதிகமாக ஒர்க் பண்ணுறாங்க. நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா விவசாயத்தில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா விமன் தான் அதிக ரோல் இருக்கும். நாற்று நடுறதுலேருந்து இப்போ நீங்களாம் மிஷின் வந்துடுச்சு. நாற்று நடுறதுலேருந்து நாற்று தீக்கு போடுறதுலேருந்து களை எடுக்கிறதுலேருந்து and you will find that the majority of the work participants are the women, but there will be no equal importance of so these are some of the aspects that has to be covered for the sustainable. So the next slide. Now in India, the Sustainable Agriculture Manifesto to several location specified practices, and these are some of the practice. First one is integrated farming system. Integrated farming system na combining crop cultivation with livestock. நம்ம கிராமத்துல நம்ம பார்த்துப்போம். நானும் ஒரு விவசாயி தான். அப்ப வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிலம் அறுவடை முடிஞ்ச உடனே நீங்க பார்க்கலாம் மாடு நிலத்துல விடுவாங்க. அங்கே வந்து கட்டிட்டு வைக்கோலை அங்கேயே விட போட்டு மாடை சாப்பிடுவோம். அப்புறம் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா டக்கு ஆடு வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா வாத்து எல்லாம் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த நிலத்துல வந்து தண்ணி போட்டு எல்லாத்தையும் எல்லா விதமான அனிமல்ஸும் நம்ம பார்க்கணும். பேர்ட்ஸ் போடுறோம். இதெல்லாம் அப்படின்னு என்ன அதோட இறைச்சிகள் தான் வந்து. So that is why we say agriculture should go hand in hand with the அந்த முறையில நீங்க பண்றது இல்லை. அடுத்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த நேச்சுரல் அண்ட் ஆர்கானிக் ஃபார்மிங் மினிமம் டைம்ல நேச்சுரல் அண்ட் ஆர்கானிக் ஃபார்மிங் zero budget natural farming. That is called as eliminate the use of synthetic chemical entirely. Indian natural farming method and so on. Indian natural farming method. அது என்னவே வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ட்ரெடிஷனல் மெத்தட்ஸ் தான். Then the conservation of agriculture. That is the planting crops without plowing the soil. என்ன சார் plow பண்ணாம soil plow பண்ணாம விவசாயம் பண்றது. வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா டிராக்டர் வந்து உழுதாதான் நம்ம விவசாயம் பண்றோம். நீங்க வேர்க்கடலை வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா வந்து சும்மா ஒரு கலப்பை நடுவுல விட்டுட்டு ரெண்டு சைடுல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா வட்டை கிரியேட் பண்ணிடுவோம். ஒரு so in that way what happens, the tillage of soil minimized. Tillage of soil is minimized. And உண்மையான அதுல இருக்கக்கூடிய water management nowadays இந்த per drop more crop அப்படிங்க அதெல்லாம் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த drip irrigation, sprinkle irrigation, சொட்டு நீர் பாசனம் எவ்வளவு மினிமைஸ் பண்ணணும். வாட்டர் மினிமைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு crop வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா அதாவது நம்ம வந்து per drop but more crop, per drop more crop. Then we have integrated nutrient management. The dependence of இதெல்லாம் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒண்ணு வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா dependence on the chemical fertilizers, chemical usages வந்து குறைக்கணும். natural methodology வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா வரணும். ஸ்லைட் போனீங்கன்னா பாத்தீங்கன்னா challenges என்னென்ன challenges இருக்கு இந்தியால அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா you can see that fragmented land. What is the fragmentation of land? நம்மகிட்ட வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா 5 ஏக்கர் நிலம் தான் இருக்கு. 1 ஏக்கர் ஈஸ்ட்ல இருக்கும், 1 ஏக்கர் வெஸ்ட்ல இருக்கும், 1 ஏக்கர் நார்த்ல இருக்கும், 1 ஏக்கர் சவுத். நாம வந்து கூட்டுறவு பண்ணை கோஆபரேட்டிவ் ஃபார்மிங்னு சொல்றோம். அந்த கோஆபரேட்டிவ் ஃபார்மிங்கே இல்லாம போயிடும். கோஆபரேட்டிவ் ஃபார்மிங் கொண்டு வந்தோம், green revolution கொண்டு வந்தோம், still they are lacking in agriculture. Land fragmentation, over dependence on chemical inputs, water scarcity and climate change. Climate change பத்தி நினைச்சு இப்ப பாத்தீங்கன்னா நான் எதிர்பார்க்கல. சென்னையில வரும்போது மழையா இருக்கு, எந்த இடத்துல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா drought ஏற்படுது, எந்த இடத்துல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஓவர் ரெயின்ஃபால் வருதுன்னு தெரியுமா? சடனா வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இன்னைக்கு சவுத்ல வந்து என்ன சொல்றாங்க, சம்பாவதெல்லாம் போட்டுட்டேன், பூரா வந்து நிலம் பூரா வந்து தண்ணி மழை வந்தா மழை வரல அப்படின்னா பூரா பூமிக்கெல்லாம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வெளிப்பட்டு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரியான சுச்சுவேஷன் இருக்கு. அண்ட் மோர் ஓவர் ஃபார்மர்ஸ்க்கு வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தேர் இஸ் லேக் ஆஃப் அவேர்னஸ். மார்க்கெட் லிங்கேஜே அவங்களுக்கு வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இல்லை. We will find that farmers are earning more அப்படி சொன்னார் சார். ஒரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் சொன்னார், farmers are not earning, only the intermediates are earning. farmer விவசாயி வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உற்பத்தி செஞ்சிடலாம், இடைக்கடகர் இருக்கான் பாருங்க, அவன் தான் அதிகமாக சொல்றாங்க. நமக்கும் எந்த வாங்குறவருக்கும் எந்த இதுவும் இல்லை, will go very fast. So these are some. And one more thing, so இதோட sustainable agriculture ஒரு அளவுக்கு புரிஞ்சுது. இன்க்ளூசிவ் growth அப்படின்னா ஒன்று தெரிஞ்சுக்கங்க. இன்க்ளூசிவ் growth சொல்றாங்க. என்ன சரி இன்க்ளூசிவ் growth என்ன அப்படின்னா டெஃபினட்டா நோ வாட் இஸ் பிரைம் மினிஸ்டர். அப்பப்போ எல்லா நேரமும் பிரைம் மினிஸ்டர் ஐடியா வருது. எல்லாம் வளர்ச்சி திட்டங்கள் அனைத்துமே பேர் மாற்றம். 2047 1947 நமக்கு சுதந்திரம் கிடைச்சது. அடுத்த 100 ஆண்டுல, அதாவது 100வது ஆண்டு வந்து 2047 இந்தியா should be a developed nation. அந்த இந்தியா should be a developed nation அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா we have to give importance for 4 pillars. 4 pillars வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ். ஒன்னு துவா. துவா அப்படின்னா வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா it says that youth, give importance for youth. அப்துல் கலாம் சொல்லியிருக்காரு, எதிர்கால இந்தியா வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா மாணவர்களோட கையில் தான் இருக்கிறது. மாணவர்கள் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு இரும்பு தூணாக இருந்து நாட்டை வந்து பாதுகாக்க வேண்டும். இருக்கக்கூடிய மாணவர்கள் அத்தனை பேருமே நான் பாக்குறேன், துரு பிடிச்ச இரும்பு தூணாக இருக்கிறேன். மாணவர்கள் அத்தனை பேருமே இரும்பு தூணாக இருக்க வேண்டும் சொன்னாரு. ஆனா மாணவர் கையில தான் எதிர்காலமே இருக்கு. யுவா இஸ் தி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஸ்பெக்ட் ஃபார் தி விகசித் பாரத். இந்தியா வல்லரசு நாடாகணும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இளைஞர் கையில தான் இருக்கு. இந்த இளைஞர் கையில் எந்த எல்லா இருக்கக்கூடிய அனைத்து இளைஞர்களும் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இரும்பு தூணாக தான் இருக்க வேண்டும். துரு பிடிச்ச இரும்பு தூணாக இருக்காதீர்கள். நாடே உங்க கையில தான் இருக்கு. ரெண்டாவது மகிழாயன். மகிழாயனா விமன். பாருங்க ரேஷியோ பாருங்க, ஆயிட்டே இருக்காங்க. அடுத்தது வந்து உங்க கையில தான் இருக்கு. மென் என்றது பாருங்க போய் இப்ப விமன் கையில வந்துருச்சு எல்லாமே. விமன் எல்லாத்துலயும் ஈக்குவாலிட்டி கேட்கறீங்க. புது லா வந்து வந்திருக்கு. அந்த லா என்ன சொல்றது அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா women can work 24 hours. They can also work equally in the night shift. என்ன காரணம் அப்படின்னா because after youth women should take the upper hand for. மூணாவது நாலாவது வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கரீப்னா புவர். ஓகேவா? கிசானோ இதெல்லாம் ஹிந்தி வேர்டு. கரீப்னா புவர், கிசானோனா ஃபார்மர்ஸ். அந்த சஸ்டைனபிள் டெவலப்மெண்ட் கோல்ஸ்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்பர் 1 நம்பர் 2 பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒன்னு வந்து நோ ஹங்கர், ரெண்டாவது வந்து ஃபுட் ஃபார் எவ்ரிஒன். நோ ஹங்கர்ன்றது நோ ஹங்கரும் ஃபுட் ஃபார் ஒன்னும் அந்த புவரும் ரெண்டாவது ஃபார்மர்ஸ் இதுக்கு முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுக்கல அப்படின்னா நாடு வளர்ச்சி தான். So with this because I have other also தெரிஞ்சுங்க, நம்ம சஸ்டைனபிள் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் நம்ம என்னதான் வந்து வளர்ச்சி அடைஞ்சாலும் ஏஐ என்றான். Okay, people are talking about artificial intelligence. People are giving more importance for service sector, more importance for industrial sector. Unless or until they give concentration, they give importance for agriculture. ஜப்பான் ஹிரோஷிமா நாகாசாகி பாம்பு போட்டு அவன் வந்து புழுவுரம் முளைக்காத இடத்துல வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அவன் விவசாயம் பண்ணிட்டு. ஆனா நாம வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்தியர்கள் இந்தியா இஸ் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் கண்ட்ரின்னு சொல்லி agriculture is the backbone of our country, but we are lacking, we are not giving all. So on this occasion definitely I should thank 2 people. One is my friend Dr. இவங்க ரெண்டு பேருமே எஸ் தங்கமாயன், அவர் வந்து எஸ் தங்கமாயன். I should be very thankful for எஸ் தங்கமாயன் who is the HOD of the School of Law from Chennai, for introducing me to a best friend, Dr. V. Tangamayan. So I should thank both the Tangamayan, not only Tangamayan, I should thank all the entire the organizers for giving me this. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, for the enlightening and thought-provoking this. Thank you very much. Next, before we move to the technical session, Dr. Meena Kishore, they are providing a corporate intellectual deliberations. We are honored to have a distinguished to be a keynote speaker who will share their perspectives on sustainable agriculture and climate relations, technological innovations and inclusive growth. May I now invite our keynote speaker, Meena ma'am. Thank you. Good afternoon, ma'am. Dr. Meena Biswal is an accomplished economist and management academic and currently serves as an associate professor in the MBA department and HLM group of institution with an specialization for the foreign direct investment and foreign capital flows in India and since 1991. Professor, now I am handing over the session to the Dr. Meena Biswal. Thank you.
Very good afternoon to all of you present here. I am audible to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
I am audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good afternoon to all of you present here. My name is Dr. Meena Biswal from HLM group of institutions. And today is a very good opportunity for me. I am very grateful to all the organizing committee members and all the participants and all the dignitaries who have given me this opportunity, especially the Andaman sir, your team only. I am now the special great thanks goes to all the organizer committee members who are giving. today's topic is sustainable agriculture and inclusive growth in India. This topic is really a very burning topic in this scenario. Now, my PPT, I have lots of PPT, but if you are giving me this opportunity, then I can also share something here. So, I can share here some PPT. But okay, you have to share the problem here, no problem. I will share with you. That India stands really at a definite moment, and it is a very great development of journey. As one of the world's fastest growing economy in India, then the country has dominated in a remarkable resilience and innovation, demographic potential everywhere. So we can see how the rapid economic expansion alone does not guarantee long-term prosperity, but also it can give some impact on our economic development. The true challenge before India that we have to ensure the economic growth in a sustainable manner, environmentally responsible, inclusive, benefiting all sections of the society and across regions, genders, and income groups. Sustainable and economic growth is not merely an economic inspiration, but it is a social, impacting, and moral responsibility. Now, only if the sharing will be possible, then it will be easy for me. Moment. Is it visible to all of you? Is it visible? So the sustainable agriculture and inclusive growth in India, we will come to the point called sustainable agriculture. That agriculture which remains the backbone of our country, and the Indian economy depends upon this agriculture in employment opportunity, and many more. So it employs nearly 25% of the workforce, and nearly 260 million people depend on agriculture for their livelihood, and around 70% of the rural agriculture. Now we are coming to sustainable because it is a very less regulated time to happen or time I have got. So that's why this is the sustainable agriculture. Environmentally sound, then how can we see that it is environmentally sound or not if we are using the resources in such a manner that it is not putting any negative impact on the environment? That means the carbon dioxide gas, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and such type of gases should not be released whenever we are using the agricultural resources. Then environmental protection, and as far as environmental protection I said that clearly so that we can use the resources, air, land, and the plants, animals, people stay healthy. Then climate vigilance. In climate vigilance, we can see we have to take into account the use of the resources in such a way that it will be not put any negative impact in India's point of view. Why sustainability matter in India? Depleting groundwater levels. How the groundwater level is depleting? It is depleting due to the excessive use for irrigation and over extraction for drinking water. That means if you are using more and more for irrigation, then obviously the groundwater depleting will be arise. And over extraction for drinking water, if you are using more and more for drinking water, extracting water from the ground, then it will create some problem for us. And then deforestation is another cause also for depleting groundwater. Now, there are many more causes are there like our soil erosion, deforestation, etc. Soil degradation and declining productivity. Under this, it is coming the decline of soil quality and ability to support plant life. If the plant life will be extended if the good climate and the good condition of cultivation everything will be happen. Then climate change impacts drought, floods, and heat stress, etc. Climate change means alternation of Earth's climate pattern. The winter season may not be we cannot be feel in the winter season properly, rainy season properly. This is the changes due to happening for the climate disorder. Then raising input and costs of the farmer. So this can be also such type of degradation if arise, then it can increase the cost of farmers' production, and it can also enhance the cost of living of the people. Then we will come to the point, inclusive growth. Inclusive economic growth, the inclusive economic growth as far as it is concerned, as I have already told you that each and every sections of the people you can include like small and marginal farmers and rich and not richer section, the poorest of the poor people we can also include. It can benefit the small and marginal farmers like improving farm income directly, will assure price MSP and procurement. MSP, minimum support price. It can also help to the farmers on which they can encourage themselves for production, and it is reducing the input cost, and also crop diversification and crop insurance. Crop diversification means we can cultivate the different variety of crops, and it can be gives us at a time different variety of crops we can cultivate. This is the crop diversification, and irrigation facilities, better market linkage. These are the benefit of the inclusive growth. Now, if we see some data, the reduction of rural poverty and inequality, that PM Kisan and Manrega, where 55% of the job under it we can get in the Manrega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Scheme, and poverty can also reduce. If we will count this, the poverty can reduce 4.09% in the 2023-24. And it was before it was very high, and now it is reduced, very increasing manner like 4.09%. Now the narrowing the rural-urban gap, because before the rural people are always want to migrate themselves from rural area to the urban area. But nowadays it is happening that in the facilities we are giving to the rural poor, so that they can cultivate and they can use the resources in a proper manner. The government also gives the different facilities to them, like cultivation aids and manures, fertilizer, pesticides, and equipments in a very less price they have provided to the farmers, so that they can cultivate the resources properly, and they can use the resources. Profitability will be increased. Then employment generation across value chains. If we will come to the point, India's employment of agricultural value chain, as far as it is concerned, that the share of large scale in the workforce. The workforce is around 46.1%. We are in the non-organized sector. Value chain activities like transport, marketing, packaging, quality checking, which provides the full year work experience and better wages to the farmers. Full work means they are not in the seasonal unemployment they are facing, but now in the seasonal unemployment is not facing in the rural area because of this employment generational value chains. Because whatever they are producing, they are the whole year they are getting the opportunity of job because they are packaging, transporting, and marketing all these products, so that they are getting the opportunity for employment opportunity in the full year. Now we use the gender and youth participation. Nowadays we are seeing, looking everywhere that the female participants are more. In everywhere, organized, unorganized, and in the farming sector, everywhere we are looking at the female participant, labor participation are more, and the youth also getting more participation in the different sectors of the country. Now, link between sustainable agriculture and inclusive growth. In sustainable agriculture, wherever the inclusive growth is connected between each other, where higher productivity are there. In the higher farm incomes, where food and production hit record level with the protected production 3,539 lakh metric tons in 2024-25, which one is a very high ratio, and 6.5% from previous year. India's horticulture output grew from 280 million tons to 368 million tons over the decade. And they reduced risk. It is a stable livelihood which covers the insurance coverage. Whenever we are as far as the farmers' cultivation is concerned, it is suffered lots of harvesting period, they are facing some problem, or any irrigation facilities not able to do, or rainwater is not sufficient. At that time, they are facing the crop failure. So in this crop failure, they are facing a great loss. To avoid this great loss, the sustainability and the government help towards the farmers will be very necessary, and that's why the government put forward their hand for the insurance coverage, so that whatever the losses losses is going on in front of the farmers, it can be covered up easily. Then value addition. Value addition in the rural employment. It improves the product quality and reduce production cost. Value addition through the processing of eco-friendly. That means whatever we are using or we are producing, it should be eco-friendly. Now, the sustainable practices, it is a long-term economic security because the sustainability may not be come in one day, it will be come in the longer period. If we are taking into consideration for the today's generation as well as for the future generation, obviously we have to use very consciously all the resources whatever we have now. So sustainability and inclusion, which is combined link will give us the resilient rural economy. Now we will come to the key sustainable agricultural practices. We will go through this. This organic natural farming, as we all know, so without synthetic chemicals while maintaining the ecological balance. That means the farmers should use the organic compost, vermicompost and biofertilizers like neem-based pesticides and the herbal-based pesticides we have to use in the farming sector so that it can give the natural product to the society and it may not be harm the environment itself. Then precision agriculture, this is also very important aspect that agriculture should be precious and agriculture the resources, whatever the land resources we have, it is fixed, we cannot extend it at any extent. So we have to use in a efficient manner so that it can give the food and or the food items to the ever-growing people. So it will be very precious for us. Then integrated farming system. So integration should be necessary. So each and every sections of the people, whoever are integrated to work together, then we can also integrate themselves for the farming. And then we will come to the crop diversification. As I have already explained, that crop diversification gives the good results because at a time the multiple crops we can cultivate, and so the agriculture export will be increased, which will be around 4.4 lakh, and it is nearly $52 billion in financial year 2025. Efficient irrigation facilities. In the irrigation facilities, drip and sprinkler irrigation facilities. In this case, what happened? The water wastage will be reduced. If the drip system will be there, a sprinkler system will be there, then the irrigation in the irrigation less water will be used, so it can conserve the water for the future. Then we will come to the point role of technology. In the role of technology, that digital agricultural platforms. So digital agricultural platform means use the digital technology to improve farming efficiency and productivity, sustainability and decision making, like use of GPS system, sensor, satellite to monitor crops and soil. So if once the farmer will testing the soil in the testing center of agricultural scientific center, so that he or she can able to know that which kind of production he or she can be doing in the particular field. So the productivity will be increased. So that can we have to do in the through the AI tool, like AI data driven analyzer service. That we have already point here that AI, through the AI we can check which kind of soil it is, which type of cultivation it is required, and it is a black soil or red soil or mixed soil it is, so that which kind of cultivation it is needed, and water absorbing capacity of that soil we can also measure, so that any type of production we can accordingly we can cultivate there. Then climate smart seeds in the Rabi season and in the Kharif season. In the Rabi season, any type of pulses we can cultivate, and in the Rabi season we can in the Kharif season we can all the cereals we can cultivate. So like this in the smart seeds we have produced HYD seeds, high yielding variety seeds we use so that production will be increased. fields measurement effectively, and the cultivation process we have to give to the farmers in the agri. Then mobile based market access, this one is also very helpful to the farmers in the agrarian sector, in the rural sector, who have no such type of facilities to come forward in the urban sector to every time. That's why the mobile based market access, which one will be very helpful to them to sell out their post harvesting products in a very efficient manner. And technology equalizer for farmers, small farmers. Technology equalizer means that which technology is required for the small farmers, they can be used easily. So mobile based technology is also very necessary in this case. Now when we come to the sector comparison, likewise the agricultural sector and the total employment output one table is here. The indicators in 2000 and 2023 data I have taken here. In 2000, 21.6% data, and in year 2023, the agricultural GDP, which one is 21.6%. Now it is 16 to 16.7%, which one is declining over time. Sometimes what happened in 2000 due to the COVID period, it was the cultivation funding was very good, but after that we are very smartly working. That's why the declining over the time, because we are all are in the AI oriented and all are in the urban oriented. That's why some declining of the GDP percentage of agricultural contribution towards GDP is little bit less. And the percentage of agriculture in total employment in 2000 it is 59.6%, but it is degrading now. It is reduced its share 42.9% to 33.5%, and agro-food export share it was 10.9%. It is little bit more of a stable. You will see that 10.3 to 10.4%, and slight dip seen if you will see this total table. Now we will come on to the point, the government initiative supporting for the sustainability. The agricultural budget 2025-26, so that 15% increase, reaching 1.75 trillion, which one is nearly $20 billion, the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sanchai Yojana. And PM Fasal Bima Yojana, it is a good initiative for Government of India. It covers the crop insurance scheme, which aim at protecting farmers from losses due to crop failure. And crop failure arises due to drought, flood, and cyclone, excessive rainfall, pest attack, pest harvest losses, etc. Due to that only, the Government of India put more emphasis on the Fasal Bima Yojana, which one is the insurance policy for the farmers. Now the National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, it is key initiative by the Government of India under the National Action Plan on Climate Change. So in this action plan, the Government of India put more emphasis on the sustainable agriculture in the near future. Soil health card scheme, this one will be provided by the Government of India to the farmers. And PM Kisan. The PM Kisan is also another support for rural farmers. That is a financial support directly to the farmers, small and marginal farmers. Bank account to the supplements of their name are actually the 6,000 rupees in this PM Kisan card. The government given. The government has given in the 3 installments, like 2,000 money. The government will provide to the farmers in the PM Fasal Bima Yojana. and the PM Kisan. Now the promotion of the FPO, Farmer Producer Organizers. So Farmer Producer Organization, it is an instrumental model that enables farmers to collectively produce, process and market their production. But because in the harvesting period, due to the lack of storage capacity in the farmers, so they have always try to sell in the proper channel. So that's why the procurement price will be there, so that they can use the MSP, marginal support price to the farmers, and they can get the proper money, how much they have spent for the cultivation. Now the farmers producer organization FPOs. The FPO is very important, that collective bargaining power of the farmers will be enhanced. The better access to credit and markets. They can be easily access the markets through the FPO, the farmers producer organizations, and reduce input cost. That means the input means the fertilizer, the seeds, and higher variety seeds, and the proper credit they have to get from the farmers, from Government of India, so that it will be help for their cultivation. Then value addition and branding. So after the cultivation, they have give some value addition there, and the food packaging and food transport will be right. So they can get more money for their production. So the FPO is a part of the inclusive growth. If you want the respect for the inclusive growth. Now we will come to the point that some agricultural production indicators like agriculture share in GDP, that one I have already told, 16% to 17.8%. Employment in the agriculture, which one is around 44%. The share of the workforce employed in the agriculture recent years in 2023-24. The food grain production in 2024-25, which one is 3,539 lakh metric ton, and the production level is reduced. Then horticulture production 367.7 million ton, which one is growth over the years. Now agro-based share of the total export, which one is 10.3% share in the total exports. So this scenario gives us the agricultural production, and some indicators are also there, like employment. Also, the government can also get some employment for the rural poor in the agricultural sector. That must be a good sign for us. Then the food grain production is also little bit increased, and horticulture, like rather than the only cultivation, the food, flower, floriculture, horticulture, and fruits and vegetables also the farmers can cultivate, so that they can earn more money. Then we can come to the point. Role of women and youth in the rural agriculture. Women contribute much more. Nowadays it can be the women's participation is also increased. Now skill development and capacity building, because if the farmer will be earning more and the training facility will be provided to them, then definitely their skill will enhance, and they can use the proper manures, pesticides, fertilizers, and proper seed and proper type of cultivation they can do, so that they can earning more and more. Startups in agri value chains. Modi government is concentrated on more made in India the startups, so that in the startup program also it can be initiated in the rural sector, so that it will be helpful for our GDP. Then empowering people and strengthen the sustainability. This is also another aspect to strengthen the people. It can strengthen the sustainability. some challenges to sustainable and inclusive agriculture. In the challenges in the sustainable and inclusive agriculture, that fragmented and landholding, that in the fragmented means it can be, we can also fragmented it, and we can easily divide the lands in a proper manner, so that we can cultivate it in the different cultivated in the different manner, like diversified cultivation. So lots of challenges are there, but you will see that market volatility. Sometimes what happens in the market volatility, the whatever production we are not transporting proper market. So we can not get the proper channel to sell out our product. Then limited access to the credit, that means the government cannot be provide proper credit to the proper agricultural farmer, whoever needed it. Sometimes what happened, the whoever need that credit may not be get that person, or other person whoever does not want that credit, he has get that particular money whatever provided by the government of India. So, but the fund is limited, that's why we can distribute this credit in the proper manner, proper channel, so that the appropriate person can get it. Then our this year, that means each and every sections of the people can get the awareness whatever the government provided to the people of India, so that they can get the good facilities, and they can use their resources properly, and they use their resources in such a manner that they can use the today's resources as well as keep in the mind for the future. Then climate uncertainty, if we are using our resources in a sustainable way, then definitely we can feed our recent society, and we can also save somewhat for our future generation. So for this and for integrate all these things need integrated and localized solutions. So all these problems arise, but we can, if we will integrate all these things and we can localize it, we can distribute in the localized farmers, then it can be easily solved, and sustainability we can get easily. The last slide I want to conclude here. So for strategic action, like promote climate and smart agriculture, that one should be there. Strengthen extension service and improve rural infrastructure. If infrastructure should be there, then the equipment, machines, tools, everything we have to use in the right way, and encourage the public-private partnership. The public-private partnership means nowadays the private owners are very keen interest in the rural areas to invest. So encourage both the partnership, or sometimes we can encourage the private sectors to come forward to invest their money in the rural sectors. Now invest in research and innovation, how the HOID seeds we can produce more, and how the innovation will be more technology oriented, more AI oriented. That one we have to keep in the mind. Now, even keeping in the mind all these things, we will come to the point that the sustainability cannot be get easily. For the sustainability, we have to use the resources in a smart manner, in the resources in a very efficient manner, so that we can use that resources in a for today, and we can keep in the mind for the future generation. Really, this point is a very burning and relevant topic today, so that the seminar will be successful. If the conclusion, many more scholastic persons will be use their brain together for this particular topic, so that they can get some proper solution. And the proper solution, sir, I will request to the Kangaman sir that he will be sent to the ICSR so that it will be the best seminar in this year 2025. And my best wishes to all of you that the organizers who are organizing, because the ICSR project is really a very great issue nowadays. But you got that opportunity, and the conclusion you have to precise it and write it in a very efficient manner, and you can send to that way so that the more fund will be come from that side. So this is my last wishes to you. Thank you. If any question from your side due to the technical error, so may not be I have connected properly. But if any ask from your side, you can ask me, because I have very less now. So you can ask me.
Thank you, Professor, for that enlightening session. Provoking. Thank you, ma'am. Once again, thanks to one and all. Closing the session. Vote of thanks. If any queries or questions, audience. No questions. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you once again. This is the time for closing of annual session.
Yes, please repeat.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Selvam, sir.
Session is over.
Anything you want to share? Kindly share with me.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. May I quit now?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
May I quit?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much giving me this opportunity. Really, I am so grateful to all of you. And I also predict same type of event, and I will be present there physically. But whatever I have any error, maybe if there is any error, kindly give me, excuse me, if any type of wrong word I have put in my mind, then kindly excuse me. And thank you so much. Thank you, Kamaraj sir, and thank you all the smart mom and all the participants, all the committee members, all the organizers, and all the scholastic persons on the dais. Everybody, thank you. Thank you so much.
So, thank you, audience, for your patience. Just 2 minutes to propose the vote of thanks as a customary note to close the session. I am grateful to propose the vote of thanks for our department's International Conference on Sustainable Agriculture and Inclusive Economic Growth in India, sponsored by THOOTHUKUDI Educational Society. Let me propose the vote of thanks for the 5 personalities who have gave their keynote address. First, let's thank Dr. M. Senapati, who have come over here all over from Ethiopia, west of us, but he is from East Africa. Thank you for your presence over here. Dr. Senapati proved his mettle. He is the apt resource person for this conference. His address proved this. He dealt with agriculture and allied activities in his own style. We liked your style, sir. His note on types of agriculture, he started with this note on types of agriculture, and he dealt on inclusive agriculture in his own style. As I quoted, he connected agriculture and lifestyle and business and economy and international affairs. So really a nice speech. We would be humble to get more from him in future occasions. Our humble thanks to you, sir. Thank you, sir. Next, our resource person, Dr. A. Vijaykanth, from our land, Chennai, capital of our land, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, Associate Professor and Head from Ambedkar Government Arts and Science College. Thank you for your note on Sustainable Development Goals, that is SDGs, and here to inclusive growth. Sir touched on AI at the end of his address. His note too was really thought-provoking. Our thanks goes to Dr. A. Vijaykanth. And at this, we have to thank Dr. Menaka Biswal. Our humble thanks for her keynote address in virtual mode. She too touched upon sustainable growth, sustainable development goals, inclusive growth with data on agriculture production and employment. Thank you, ma'am. We are grateful to you. Thank you. And at this juncture, we would like to extend our thanks to another two dignitaries who are here. We thank Dr. S. Tangamayan from Savitha University, Chennai for his presence here. Our convener's friend, thank you Dr. S. Tangamayan. And finally, we would like to thank Dr. Anita from Manamalim Sundarlal University. I think Dr. Anita gets most applause at this juncture. Hope she will get to in the sessions to come in the afternoon sessions. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Participants